During his 10 years in prison, Jack Deebs created his own world. It made him very successful.
You're Jack Deebs, the creator of Cool World, right? I can't believe this.
Now he thinks he's going home to the real world. But he's wrong. Real wrong.
Welcome to my world.
You're not in Kansas anymore!
Freeze. Cool World Police. I'm a cartoonist. I drew all this.
This place exists with or without you.
Get a little closer here, babe. Give us a kiss.
Go away.
I'm out of here.
I've been waiting for you, darling.
Noids do not have sex with doodles. It's the oldest law in Cool World. If that happens, you call me.
I got it, boss.
Since it's only a dream, indulge your fantasies. Man is in the bedroom. Are you gonna follow the rules? Or are you gonna follow your instincts?
You're about to make an unscheduled trip to the other side. Buster.
This is gonna be the biggest disaster the Cool World has ever seen.
Stop! Cease!
Nobody's gonna stop me now.
You look good in the flesh. It's almost a shame I gotta take you back.
I just wanna be real.
You gotta slow down.
Not on your life, pal.
Enough out of you, kitty.
This place should be erased.
Hey, it's a living.
Cool World.
We may not be real to you as yet, but we will be.
What if all comic book characters actually lived in a parallel dimension and human beings could travel from our world to theirs?
You don't know what it is you got yourself into, bud.
Why'd you come back here, Jack?
Just a little further, Jack.
You're not in Kansas anymore.
I can feel you, Jack.
You're coming over here for a cheap thrill?
You're gonna love it here, Jack.
Cool World is a visually stunning journey into the imagination, guided by legendary animator Ralph Bakshi. Always the maverick, Bakshi has been an innovative force for over 20 years, creating a wide range of unique films that breathe new life into animation, tackling the challenge of an epic Tolkien fantasy, tracing the history of popular music, making the art of the great Frank Frazetta come alive, and even bringing his uncommon approach to adapting Dr. Seuss and reviving Mighty Mouse. It's been a long, strange trip since Bakshi first made history with a groundbreaking film starring a certain controversial cartoon cat.
In the 70s, when I did Fritz the Cat, I had a very difficult time for people to understand that there was an adult version of an animated cartoon, because cartoons were basically designed strictly for children, and really there's no reason for that only. So I wanted to do something that adults would enjoy and children would not come to, and the confusion was enormous.
Cool World continues Bakshi's tradition of unpredictable content and characters.
Boo-hoo! Those big bad guys didn't play fair. I want you to tear and rip their miserable faces inside out till their mother doesn't recognize them. Pretty please.
What's really fun about a movie like this is that you can make up anything that you want as long as you stay consistent within the world that you've created. My real kind of hope, ultimately, is that it plays for 10-year-olds on one level and 35-year-olds on another level.
With Cool World, Bakshi is literally making two films at the same time, one with real live actors and a second with artists who express themselves quite differently.
Animators are actors with a pencil. In other words, their job is to produce emotions and motion on the screen as actors produce performances. The most important thing I can do is cast the right animator to do the right pieces of the film. The first thing that was done on the film was storyboards to the script. And I used those storyboards to shoot the live action. Then characters are designed. I think he's got to be goofy, right?
Yeah.
Big eyes, really old-fashioned, right? Derby, old-fashioned derby, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
One of the fat. You know, spiders are fat. Cigar, always a cigar. Okay?
Right.
That little vest. Arms.
How many arms?
Spider's got 4 arms and 2 legs. Don't you know about history? I mean,
Okay.
zoology, what is it?
We could do 4 legs.
I don't want 4 legs, Louis. You got too much work for the animators. I mean, you got 4 arms and 4 legs. We want, here, look, 2 legs, right? Big Mickey Mouse, no, I won't say that word. But big shoes, like the old-fashioned cartoons, right? Once characters are designed, you know what these people look like, then we get photographs from the live action that we shot, which gives us the size of our live action figure, and we draw those characters into place.
Holly is holding Jack's hand, so I've just indicated here his hand. That just helps me stay accurate. There's a very subtle camera move in here, so I'm just using that as my mark on the background so that I can keep her moving with him on this bench that she's sitting on, so I've got that consideration as well.
You wouldn't erase me, baby. You're too hungry for what I got.
Holly Wood, Cool World's own material girl, wants nothing more than to be real.
I'm trying to quit.
Since it's only a dream, indulge your fantasies, Jack.
Assuming the scene's okay, each drawing goes on a plastic cell that's hand-painted, and that's shot under an animation camera.
Deebs and Dallas just made it, and they're about to make an unscheduled trip to the other side.
Oh, Debbie, she's no end of trouble that a little minx like her could make. Why, she might damage the entire interworld matrix or something.
There'll be about 250,000 hand-painted cells. There'll be about 3,000 backgrounds. I don't consider backgrounds backgrounds. Backgrounds to me is really animation cinematography. It represents the color and mood of the film. One of the tricks I have is making those backgrounds raw in color and style. So you can go to a gallery and look at them individually because they are paintings. To give the actors a feeling of place, which I think is vital to this film, I came up with the idea of designing giant cartoon background sets.
Conceptual designer and artist Barry Jackson created much of Cool World's remarkable imagery.
We decided we were going to build 13 sets. And so what we did was we got together with Ralph and planned the shots, planned what we were going to do, and then we made models just like this, where I would illustrate the walls, the doors, the floors, and the additional props and different things that the characters would interact with. And then all of these things were blown up life-size. This particular wall right here was blown up 15 feet tall.
That felt smashingly good, smashingly!
Yeah. There were probably 100 pieces of art done for the 13 sets. And I thought it was an interesting way to portray Cool World as a two-dimensional place with two-dimensional couches, two-dimensional lampposts, and two-dimensional walls. And then it sort of enhanced the idea of Cool World being real, yet not real.
Marker. Action.
Gabriel Byrne plays Jack Deebs, a comic book artist who discovers his imaginary characters are real.
One of the fears that I had when I started the film was how would I relate to these animated characters. They used people, real people, to simulate the characters for rehearsals. So I knew where to look, and I knew vaguely what kind of attitude they had and so forth. Then they would take those people out, but you still have the idea of the person fixed in your head. Once you get the hang of it, it can be very exciting.
But there is also another, more innocent romance going on in Cool World.
Why are you so beautiful, huh?
Brad Pitt plays Frank Harris, a man who escaped reality 45 years ago to become the only Noid living among the doodles of Cool World.
Freeze, asshole. Cool World Police.
The creation of Harris's doodle girlfriend Lynette is handled by Bakshi and character designer Louise Zingarelli.
Her attitude is what? She's very simplistic, she's very sweet. I'm not saying Snow White, but I'm not saying not. I'm not saying Tex Avery, but I'm not saying not. Will Eisner, the dream of the 40s.
Why you want to hang around here, huh? This place should be erased.
Hey, it's a living. Even a doodle's gotta eat.
Why don't you put that arm around me? It's been kind of a tough day.
One of the laws of Cool World is that people from that world cannot have sex with real people. They become real when they have sex with somebody from the real world. And Holly Wood, played by Kim Basinger, her overriding ambition is to become real. And so she seduces my character, and she becomes real.
Girl.
This summer, come over to Cool World and meet the whole gang. Holly, Lynette, Nails, Sparks, Vegas Vinny, the Poppers, and Urchins. With Brad Pitt, Gabriel Byrne, and Kim Basinger. Cool World. Opening soon in a mine near you. Be careful what you draw. Cool